Okay. I think I'm just gonna fucking wing it. I'm gonna wing it and we'll see how it goes. Hey there, you goobers. It's me, PineappleSocks, or Owen, known by some. Love you, ma. Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm showing you my ugly mug on YouTube. At the time I'm releasing this, I've got a relatively new YouTube channel. So I'm gonna share with you guys 10 things that I've learned or experienced since starting YouTube, so y'all might know what to expect if you start your own gaming-oriented YouTube channel. I'm gonna start by saying that when I started doing YouTube, I went into it with absolutely zero experience. Seriously, check out my earlier videos. It looks like some drunk cavemen tried to edit it. That's not too far from the truth, actually. I honestly had no clue what kind of editing software I should go with, didn't have any real method for cutting and editing clips, didn't have any kind of plan for my videos, and it totally showed. I initially started out using Windows Movie Maker, but slowly saw how I was going to be limited making content with that, and switched over to DaVinci Resolve. If you are thinking of making videos, I recommend starting with this. It's definitely going to be a steeper learning curve than Windows Movie Maker, but once you get a strong hang of it, you'll 10 out of 10 prefer that shit, I promise you. It's got so many more options, better cutting options, it's free, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty neat if you're a poor person like me. Number 2 is learning audio shit. Having good audio is definitely a huge learning curve for me. I didn't realize this going into making videos, but having good level audio is incredibly important. No one wants to have to max out their phone volume to hear your video, and no one wants to have their fucking eardrums blown up every time you rage quit or cough into your mic. Also don't want your mic picking up every little background sound like your mechanical keyboard or when you fart. After dealing with my potato mic on my headset, I decided I needed to invest into something a little bit better. So I picked up a Blue Yeti microphone. It's this guy right here. Huge upgrade in terms of audio clarity, except it was such an improvement that it also picked up on the vibrations of my pewter running, so I needed to invest in a boom arm and shock mount to get rid of that. A little EQ tweaking in DaVinci Resolve and ta-da! By the end of the day, it was totally worth it, because now you lucky people can listen to my sweet, sexy voice. What am I doing here? Number 3 is making quality content. It sounds pretty easy when you say it, but actually doing it is pretty different. I started off writing a script to follow so I don't freeze up as soon as I'm starting to record. That helped me, but then I was sounding pretty robotic. If you check out my old Enter the Gungeon review, that's a pretty good example of that. Really the only thing I found that helped is just practicing. Forcing comfortability will never... Is comfortability a word? I don't think so. But it'll never work. That's all I'm saying. The only thing to do is just practice and you'll find your groove and figure out what works for you. Just try to be yourself. It's okay to aspire to be like people like PewDiePie or Video Game Donkey or whomever you watch. But at the end of the day, people aren't going to be interested in if you're just trying to imitate those people. Why would they watch you copy them if they could just go watch those people themselves? As you improve with editing, you get more comfortable speaking, and generally gain more experience, your content quality will just start to improve. Now don't get me wrong, don't just throw your Twitch highlights into Windows Movie Maker, slap a watermark on that bitch and post it to YouTube. Put a bit of effort into your editing, it shows and people respond a lot better to it. This makes me really sweaty. Ugh. I feel like a million people are watching me even though nobody's gonna watch this. Number 4, making YouTube videos is a fantastic outlet for creativity. Working away on making an entertaining video is fun and it's easy to get super absorbed into. Then at the end of it all, you're left with a video that you're super proud of because you know how much time and effort went into it. It's a really good feeling, man. Seriously. I always hate the feeling at the end of a weekend when you've spent your whole time gaming away and then at the end of it all, you have nothing to show for it. But with YouTube and my Twitch stream, PineappleSocks on Twitch, it makes me feel like I've accomplished and worked towards something. Feels good, man. Try it sometime. Number 5. YouTube algorithms. What does math have to do with the YouTube? Well, the YouTube algorithm is how YouTube decides whether or not they're going to post your vids on people's walls. If it appears in the search, if it pops up on people's suggested video lists, etc., etc. This can obviously be pretty important because it sucks when you spend 8 hours making the dankest vid on the internet filled with all the hottest memes in town, and then it gets only 4 views. I mean, I have like 30 subscribers, so this is obviously still something I'm working on, but trying to make sure my titles and descriptions are relevant to the content and interesting is important to gain viewership. Also making an interesting thumbnail so people actually want to click on your video to see all your fire memes. Number 6. Number 6 is about the amount of time that it takes to actually make these fucking things. Depending on the type of videos you make, it can take hours and hours to record your videos, edit them with sick memes, Photoshop your sexy ass thumbnails, upload them to YouTube with the best descriptions. If you have a full-time job or go to school or maybe you have kids, this can be super tough to balance. I use a schedule to keep myself on track so I don't get behind and need to play catch up. I try to release a video every Tuesday, so my schedule is my baby and it keeps me in line. Make time in your day when you can just sit down and crush some of your videos. It'll make you feel a lot better. Number 7 is social media. Social media. I am not a fan of social media, to be honest with you guys. That shit can be straight up toxic sometimes. However, platforms like Instagram or Twitter can be super useful to find communities of people that are into the same kind of content that you like to make. It's a great place to help the growth of your channel and surround yourself with like-minded people to keep you motivated and making more videos. You might not want to delve into the cesspools of Twitter if you're super against social media. But at least it provides just another avenue for people to stumble across your channel and see more of your sick, dank memes. One thing I would suggest to avoid is just spamming your self-promotion on those platforms. Nobody wants to get spammed with that shit, and would likely harm your channel a lot more than help it. Number 8. Something I've learned to deal with is getting really down after releasing a video that just didn't do very well in terms of views. I spent like 8 fucking hours on this video and it only got 10 views. Things take time to get noticed. Don't take it personally if your videos aren't doing as amazing as you think they should. As long as you're having a good time making videos, then who gives a shit if it gives 5 views or 5,000 views? I often feel a bit of anxiety after I release a video. Maybe this shit wasn't as good as I thought. Maybe I don't have the dankest memes in town. If you love what you made, then there's gonna be an audience of people out there that'll love it too. Just be confident. You're the fucking boss. Number 9. Something I've noticed since starting on YouTube is there's a big push of people trying to get their content monetized in one way or another. After starting your channel, your growth will come slowly. If you have the expectation that you're going to start a YouTube channel and start stacking them dollar bills, and you're going to be fucking disappointed as shit, dude. YouTube is a highly competitive site, and it can take time to build up your channel to the point where you should even consider monetizing it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, it should be because making dope videos is something you're passionate about and enjoy doing. That's about it. Growth will come as long as you're passionate and stick with it. Something that just pumps me up so much every time is when I get a subscriber on my channel. That's a person out there that just stumbled across my channel and liked it so much that they decided to subscribe just to see more of it. That's fucking crazy, dude. Somewhere out there in the world, I made something that made somebody else happy. That's just fucking crazy, bro. That's just so nuts. That's crazy, man. And last but not least is number 10. I didn't realize how awesome it would feel watching my channel grow. Sometimes I feel like one of those little beetles that roll around a little turd ball and watch it just get bigger and bigger. You guys are like my little turd balls. But seriously though, it is such a rewarding feeling. Having a little community of people to interact with that look forward to my videos coming out is super awesome. I'm pumped just to see where my channel will grow. And that's it, guys. That's my list of 10 things I've learned and experienced with the YouTubes. I hope this helped any of you guys that are considering starting a channel. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my sick-ass videos and my memes, my dank memes. I also stream on Twitch, so swing by and say hello Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Always remember, guys, 1 ply can be 2 ply if you fold it in half. Have a good one.